And ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Welcome back to an all-new episode of
We Everywhere, baby!
I am your host, Nadia Carey, a.k.a. Nastia, a.k.a. Nadia.
AKA 36 Nadia.
There you go. The list goes on. Joining me is my co-host, Oh Marvelous.
What is up, everybody? How we doing?
Oh, a.k.a. Flick. That's your old one.
Oh my God, that's like
It's
from
old school.
That's like from high school, right out of high school.
Omeez.
Omeez.
Omeezy.
Omeez 10. You want
And-
to find me on PlayStation?
And if you're Iranian, Omar.
Yeah. Can't forget him.
That's how my dad says his name. How is Omar?
But more importantly, how are you guys? Everybody that's tuning in and listening to us on
Yeah.
another Thursday. We didn't have a couch quickie this week. Life got in the way.
Ooh.
So we're going to try to not look at the clock this one and maybe give you a beefier episode.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we'll see.
Omar always makes executive decisions during the show. I'm like,
That's when
okay.
they're most important.
Okay, got it. Anyways, what's up? What's up, guys?
Oh my goodness.
I
that's
feel
too
like we
funny.
had an eventful week. Somehow, let's recap. Let me think. Off the top of my head, I'm just going to go off the top of my head.
Absolutely.
It was Etienne's birthday. You guys have heard me talk about him before. He's my friend. He's a makeup artist. And it was his birthday and we celebrated at his house and it was a very small get together and it was just a really good time. It was just like the glam fairies and his family and some of his closest friends. And
Yeah, it was a really good time.
And Omar.
Yeah.
Omar comes everywhere with me now.
And I mean, hey, if I get invited, unless Nadia is lying to me.
What?
No, I'm saying like, unless you're lying.
About what?
Wait till I'm finished with the sentence. There's a
What's the
comma.
sentence?
There's a comma in there.
What are you trying to say?
Do
here?
I need to do air commas? I'll wait till I'm done.
Okay, proceed.
There's no room for dramatic pause with Nadia. And I wasn't
Well,
even
keep
trying.
going.
I wasn't even trying to be dramatic. I was just Jesus.
You're making this worse. Go.
Okay. So that's what I said. Unless you're lying to me, I am getting invited to these parties as well.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna invite me and I have no reason,
Yeah.
that I can't go,
Yeah.
I'm there.
We're all adults now, you know?
Hell yeah.
So we do everything together.
I love a good party with an open bar and a DJ.
That's all you need. You know,
Yeah, that's
Omar
all
will go to
anybody needs.
anybody's party. You will go to anyone's party. It doesn't have to be his crowd or his vibe. He'll go.
I'll make it my
Yeah.
goddamn crowd.
But that's why we get along, is because I'll go to the party too.
Yeah.
You want to invite us to your parties, guys?
I know. Remember the year of weddings?
I know. Should we?
Yeah,
Are we just
let's talk-
rerouting?
yeah, whatever.
No. We're going to do a couch quickie on weddings.
Okay.
Boom. We're done.
All right.
Okay.
Wedding receptions.
No
That's what
more
we should-
wedding talk.
Okay.
We
So
must save it all for the 20 minutes.
you guys forget about that.
Executive decisions. Yeah, I'll go to any party. Omar will go to any party. We've been literally the first year. I will say, if we want to talk briefly, real quick.
No, you said no.
No, I just
Now
was
you're
going to say,
backtracking.
just so they can understand in context, that the first year that you were together, we went to a gang of weddings, and a lot of them we didn't know people at.
Okay. Now you're
all
giving
I'm
that's
gonna
too much
say.
information. Spoilers.
Spoilers. Couch quickie.
Spoilers. Fast forward if you don't want to hear the entire Couch Quickie episode,
I hate you.
because we're not going to be able to shut up about it.
We're done. That's all
No,
I
let's
wanted
get
to
back
say.
to the party. Let's get back to the party because because it was a really good time. They had the taco guys from that
From Angel's Party.
from Angel's Party.
Mac Daddy, the
Yeah.
party we've discussed on this show previously. Omar attended. It was Britney Spears themed.
Yeah.
And he had really good catering there. And he had a taco guy and he had the pupusa people. And
The pupusa peeps.
the pupusa peeps. And the taco guys. And the same taco guys, he hired the same taco guys. So they were really good tacos.
Yeah, he probably just got his card that night and was like,
Probably.
you know what? Next time I have a party, I'll hit them up. And the tacos were fire.
I mean, I follow those pupusa people on IG.
Yeah. If your food's good
I
enough,
follow them.
if your food's good enough, you'll get a follow from We Everywhere Baby.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but we'll have to-
Because it's got a long name. It's got like a
it's like something you want to eat or something
it's
like
the stuff that you want to make or some shit like that.
Now I want to look it up. Okay, continue the story as I dig for the name.
So we're chilling at the party and we're drinking and the DJ's playing. What was he playing?
He was playing Maya, the song with the stick.
That's what it was. So what song? Well, damn, I don't know the name of the song.
X dun 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 dun. That one. It's after midnight.
Yeah, that one.
I forget that
So-
people are listening.
So it was just so funny because Nadia starts doing or mimicking her dance from the video.
Yeah.
Right. So apparently she was dancing with some
With the
like,
stick.
Yeah, it's like a big metal pole, right?
Yeah,
So you guys were calling it the stick.
Everybody was like, "Oh, this is the one with the stick."
Everybody kept saying, "Oh yeah, she's doing the dance with the stick and the
because
stick." And
I don't
the
think
stick.
Gabriel had seen it or knew
Gabriel
about
was
it.
the only one who was like, "No, I've never seen this
He's
video."
a baby.
Yeah. So, and then, so that kind of started the whole like, okay, Nadia's dancing like the artist that's being played. And then I don't know how many songs, if it was the next song or whatever.
Yeah, the next song was the J-Lo song with the cane. So I was trying to mimic that. And I went to go grab, there was like an awning. And on the awning, there was an ivy plant, kind of like some sort of plant. And there was a stick, a wooden stick holding that plant up.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to kind of just grab the stick and I was just going to dance on the stick.
Right.
It sounds so bad when you say it out loud back.
Yeah, sure. Keep going.
You know,
Tell me more.
you know when your friends are gassing you and you're just like, I got to get a stick no matter where it is. I just like turned and grabbed the stick. And immediately I was like, ow, 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 what the hell was that? And then you guys, I didn't even see. Everyone else was like, oh my God, were those bees? And like plural, multiple bees.
Yeah.
And you guys saw bees fly up.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see them at all. I just felt like, I thought that there were like long, like some sort of long leaf or needly type thorn that like fell off and, you know, got stuck on me.
Mm-hmm.
But there was nothing there when I looked down. So I was hella confused. And then I heard you guys screaming bees and I was like, what the fuck? And I turn around and there is a hornet's nest mounted between the stick and the plant. And they were pissed.
Yeah.
They did a straight drive-by on my hands. They were like, pa, 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 pa. Don't fuck with our nest. And that shit really hurt. And Omar, my knight in shining armor,
Woo.
he immediately, I didn't even, before I even understood what was happening, you were already with an ice cube icing that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know where you got the ice, but you were just like, here, my lady. Here is your ice.
Allow me to soothe thy thy
Soothe
injuries.
thy wounds.
I went to the snowy tundra and brought you these cubes of ice.
The snowy tundra. I shall sucketh the poison if I have it.
My horse done perished.
Wow. We need to keep going. This is just, sorry, guys. We're a mess. Girl.
Well, I will say, yeah. Okay, so not just exactly how she describes it, but from my end, I can see the stick, but I can't see the nest.
Right.
Now, I'm not an entomologist. I don't know if it was a wasp.
Ooh.
I don't know if it was a hornet.
An entomologist?
Yeah, I'm not an entomologist.
Oh, entomologist. What is the study of what?
Insects.
So smart.
I'm not a bug scientist, but like I said, I don't know if they were hornets or if they were wasps. I couldn't, but when you grabbed that stick to dance and you started going, ow, 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 at least you let it go. It's not like you held on to it like you were shocked.
Yeah.
You were just like, ow, ow, ow.
I dropped it immediately.
And somebody said thorns. Now, I don't know if you said,
I did.
Does this have thorns
I
or
did.
something like that? And I was like, what? But literally flying away were two, definitely not bees.
Yeah, they were hornets.
You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, shit. And then you were like, whoa, oh, my God, there's a nest here. And then you were like, they've stung me multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times.
So if you got,
both hands.
Yeah, if you got stung once on your hand, I'd be like, okay, the concern is like, okay, it's probably gonna be uncomfortable. But if you got multiples, I was like, well, I don't know how big her hand's gonna get.
You thought I was gonna die like Macaulay?
Yeah, like my girl. We were just talking about that, but that was
Foreshadowing.
At least I knew that it wasn't it, because if it was a bee, I was like, we're gonna have to
tweeze them out,
or get a credit card, or however my mom used to do it.
I'm actually more happy that they were hornets and not bees.
People, I feel, are more allergic to bees than they are hornets or wasps.
Yeah, remember that girl?
I don't know.
That girl came up to us afterwards, and we told her, and she was standing right by it, and she was so drunk, and we're like, I just got stung by bees, and she's like, I'm allergic to bees, and we're like, well, don't stand right there, and she's like, okay, and she just stood there,
and she never left. I was like, okay. I was like, Nadia, is your hand okay? Because we're about to witness a murder.
Oh my God.
I hope they didn't sting your feet, because we're about to run when this lady drops dead. I don't know who she is, but
oh my God.
She's taking her life into her own hands.
She just did not even care. But yeah.
But like I said, I was like, okay, it's probably going to swell. So we just hit it with ice. And I had just gone to the bartender and asked for ice. When you went like, when we saw the bees and when you yelled out, oh my God, it's a nest, I went straight to the bartender and I was like, I'm going to need ice. And he was like, okay. So that's why I was like, man, I was so quick with it.
You were so quick with it. And it was so cute because Nas secretly took photos of it, of our hands.
Oh,
so cute.
Of like me with an ice cube rubbing your hand. Yes. Oh my God.
The paparazzi. She was so quick with it. She was like, choo, 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 choo.
Tag me.
Yeah. She always gets like random photos and then sends them to me. And I'm
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So that was
that was eventful.
That was eventful.
And then remember, you were like, Omar was like legit concerned. Like what you said, you were like, what was multiple? So
yeah,
you didn't know what to expect. And I was
like, what if it's a murder hornet?
Yeah, no, it's not a murder hornet. But Omar was just kind of like, I don't know, babe. We might have to go. And I was like, go?
Yeah, you were like, no.
We've only been here for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I am not leaving. I haven't even danced.
You're like, this is just the beginning of the dancing.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Are you kidding?
Okay. I was like,
he hasn't even gotten to the Latin music yet. It's about to get real good. Wait till the dust settles and everyone leaves. And that's exactly what went down.
Yeah.
Majority of the party left, and there was probably like maybe 12 of us, if that.
Something like that.
10, 12 of us left. And then they just went. The queens were dancing.
Yeah.
It was great. And it was so good. Just dropping it to the floor. Everybody had their moment. It's my fave. Yeah. I was like, I'm not missing that. So I was like, just keep icing it.
I was like, okay, I'm just going to monitor your breathing.
No, it went away. Like, honestly, you hit it so quick before I could even like feel the pain of any throbbing. It's like you've like froze do they even have poison or venom or anything? Or is it just a prick?
You know what? I don't know. We should ask Cody Peterson.
Who the hell? What?
Not Cody, Coyote.
Oh.
Is that his name? Coyote Peterson? There's this guy. I've shown him to you before. We've watched him. It's the guy that was letting
he gets stung by everything.
Yeah,
yes.
Sting him.
Okay,
so I don't know. I thought it was like,
is it like Corey or Cody?
I want to say it's Coyote.
Oh, Coyote.
It's Coyote. I think it's Coyote Peterson or Coyote something. But
yeah.
I know
what you're talking about. He lets everything sting him.
Yeah. Well, he was going up the pain index.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Hot
Scoville's
Ones goes up the Scoville's. Yeah. So he was letting some gnarly shit bite him.
Yeah.
And sting him
and they would do a whole profile of the insect or whatever it was right before it was going to sting him. They'd be like, this is the North Atlantic, whatever.
Yeah, there was this one thing called like a tarantula wasp or something like that. It was like metallic and just badass.
Yeah.
I was like, totally. This shit is out of a nightmare.
Disgusting. And they tell you like how powerful the bite is and what it feels like and how strong it is and how long it will take if it goes untreated. Like, then they're like, and watch me get bit. And
watch me get stung. Watch me rub this bug on my hand until it attacks me.
That's so gross.
So
I got stung. And right now what I'm hoping for is that I got some Beyonce powers. So that's all I'm going to say about that. If you guys see me,
they weren't bees.
Well, close enough.
You're gonna end up with J-Lo powers.
No. I'm my own thing. I'm a hornet.
Oh, all right. I like it. No, I'm with it.
I'm a hornet. I'm not a bee. I'm a motherfucking murder hornet. That reminded me of ODB, actually.
Oh,
and we just watched a really great documentary, guys, on the Wu-Tang Clan. What was it called? Of Mics and Men?
Yeah, it's called, exactly that.
Yeah.
And it came out a couple years ago. So it's definitely not new.
Got it.
But
you didn't have access to it or something. Why didn't you watch it? Something. I feel like you would have watched that immediately.
Well, the reason that I didn't watch or it's not something that's constantly on or you've seen me watch is because it's on Showtime. And of all the streaming services and everything that we have, we don't have Showtime.
Got it.
As a matter of fact, I don't really know anybody that has Showtime.
Guys,
and nobody
if there's
talks
anybody
about
that has Showtime.
Do you guys want to trade passwords?
Would you like to barter? We don't even pay for any of them.
No.
We can't even barter with any of them. Damn it. We have a wild grain code.
Yeah. Hey, we do have that.
Wild grain code is Nadia Moham official. $10 off your first box.
Boom. But oh my god, I totally just fell in a pothole. What were we talking about?
We're talking about Wu-Tang and why you don't watch Showtime, right. And that's why you hadn't seen it.
But I found out that there's a Hulu add-on. So if you have Hulu, you can do a Showtime add-on. I think you can do multiple add-ons. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I don't think it's cost effective at all. Like I think it's like $10 or $11 a month just for, that particular add-on.
Yeah.
But the owner of the account added that on by accident.
Oh.
So it popped up all of a sudden, just all the Showtime shit popped up, particularly because we were watching Black Monday.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't seen that, we should talk about that next real quick.
We did talk about it last week. Did we? We did. We suggested Black Monday and the other one at the same time.
Oh, and we were talking about because
we just didn't go into Black Monday. Yeah. We didn't break down Black Monday, but Black Monday was excellent.
Yeah, that's a really good show. Also on Showtime, it's in its third season, and it's Don Cheadle, Regina Hall, Paul Scheer. It's just really good. You guys should check it out.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is, because this went on for too long, but I found out that we had Showtime on our Hulu that was unlocked. So I was like, yo, let me look this up. And it's because I have been watching also on Hulu the Wu-Tang American Saga.
Right.
You know,
which I kind of want to watch
series.
that now because you started watching that before me.
We could throw it on, and it got me thinking. Like, I'm a huge Wu-Tang fan. Like, I was right at the age that shit was like popping. So, the Wu-Tang series, it's because it's scripted. It's in like an adaptation or a based on, you know, whatever. There's liberties that are taken that, as someone who I thought knew the story, is like, wait a minute, like that didn't seem to happen like that, or something seems like it's moving too fast, or whatever. Okay, and that got me to want to watch the documentary again. Like, maybe I just don't remember it. Okay, so I started it. And you walked in like 5 minutes in and you were like, what is this? Broke it down to you. And then we just killed it all in one night. Yeah. And it's 4 episodes. So.
Yeah. No, I knew you were watching Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what you were watching. Like,
right. But no, I'm not saying you didn't know who Wu-Tang was. I'm just saying that you were asking me what we were watching. Yeah. And if you guys at all care about the Wu-Tang or are at all interested, it's really good. Again, it's called Of Mics and Men.
Yeah, it was really, really good. And obviously I knew of them, listened to some songs, but never was like, you know, I was like younger than you and like in the pop stream, you know what I mean? Like, well, but I didn't catch on till later, you know what I mean? Right. So, and
I also think that more people know them as individuals. Right. Than as the group.
Yeah. Like Ghostface, ODB, Method Man.
People who have never heard like a Wu-Tang album would know who Old Dirty Bastard is because of a Mariah song. Yeah, yeah. Or, you know, everybody knows who Method Man is, you know, or this and that. Yeah. But like, it was just really cool to watch it and to watch you like actually be interested in it because it's a really good story.
Yeah, exactly. It was a really good story, and it was actually really sad and tragic. Like, as far as Old Dirty Bastard's story, I knew
there's some real shit.
I knew that he went to jail, but I never really investigated why. I didn't, you know, follow all of that too closely, and so to see his actual story, it was heartbreaking. That really broke my heart, to be honest. Yeah. I have a whole new like admiration for him now. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like when we were talking while we were watching it, I was like, they end up explaining that or showing it in the documentary, but essentially I think Old Dirty Bastard's persona made people dismiss his intelligence. Totally. They're like, oh, he's just some wild, crazy ass dude. Like, you know, and
not realizing how deep
he was like a really intelligent, sensitive guy. So they really kind of go through that, and you know, and man, the footage is
the footage from like the beginning, great.
You know, and it covers literally from the beginning, from when they're kids, all the way to the most recent news of theirs, which was that album that was made as an art piece.
Yeah, that was a whole interesting story too,
and how that was tied into that guy that raised the AIDS medicine. Yep, and just all that scandal. That
scumbag.
Yeah, I mean he's in. I think he's in prison.
Really?
Yeah, I think he got convicted for fraud. It was like defrauding the investors or something like that. But
he literally looked like a piece of shit. Textbook, grimy, slimy, little. Ugh. Just you want to punch him in the face, guy.
Yeah, he had a very punchable face.
Yes. Shit, what else was I gonna say? It got thrown off. Damn. Well, damn. But nonetheless, it was an excellent documentary or docu-series, I guess you could say. How many episodes was it?
It's 4.
So it's a limited series. Isn't that what they call it now? Some shit like that.
I don't know.
Whatever.
It's 4. It's a documentary told in 4 parts. You know what I mean? How about that?
Really, really good. Yeah. We were talking about the footage. Okay, that's what I remembered. because remember they showed that room filled with all the tapes.
Mm-hmm.
Whose room was that, or who?
I can't remember his name right now off top, but he ran like the video box, which was like a real popular, I think might still be going on, New York music video show.
Oh,
like not at MTV, like
got it.
It's like a separate thing.
Okay,
and because
they had hundreds,
he's got
VH tapes of footage,
interviews, and videos of just everybody that's ever been anyone in hip hop.
Oh, why did I think it was all Wu-Tang footage? Okay.
No.
Never mind.
Oh, damn. No, that's what crazy.
I
thought. No, they went to his place because he had
it.
a cut of the original.
Yeah. He had
Protect Your Neck video.
Yes.
Which was the first thing they put out.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, nonetheless, they had a shit ton of rare footage that I'm sure most people haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
And they really go into detail with everyone's story, how it all came about. I mean, and what I really liked was when they reunited them all together, and they're also showing you them reuniting in the beginning, and then they're sitting in what theater was it? Really dope theater in
there's a theater in Staten Island.
Yeah. Anyways, they're sitting there watching old footage and basically recapping everything and getting their commentary on everything and that happened. So it was very thorough. It was really well done.
And it was
10
cool
out of 10 for me.
In the theater, they have them spaced out, so they don't necessarily have to do cuts
right
when the people talk, like when one of the members talks. So you kind of get to see everybody's reaction to the statement.
It's a wide shot,
without like wondering if that's a cut from another reaction that was moved to like. I
didn't even think of that. That's so true.
Yeah, that was really cool. So yeah, I mean, 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
hell yeah, protect your neck. Nadia's out here.
It was so good.
Do you know that there is a Wu-Tang name generator?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
should we do it?
There is. I don't know. It's like it's so old. It's like early internet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I'll look it up. But here's the reason I bring it up, because we should find your name right now. We should find your Wu-Tang name live.
Okay.
Live on this recorded.
Exclusive.
Yes. Well, okay. A funny tidbit while I'm entering your name.
Okay.
You know who Donald Glover is?
Yeah.
So you know what his rap name is?
Yeah.
He got his rap name from the Wu-Tang name generator.
Okay. Here's my new artist name.
So we're gonna put Nadia Moham.
You're not gonna do.
You want? No,
I don't know.
Do Nadia Moham.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Look, you know what? No, let's do your
both.
whole thing so that it's a genuine.
Let's.
All right. And it says
Woomy.
And this thing is just put Wu-Tang name generator in Google, because it's a long
Hurry,
name.
the anticipation. What? That's terrible.
That is not good.
That is a mumbo jumbo of words. You didn't want me to read it?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
It was Bruce. Something passionate. That was so dumb. Just do Moham.
Wait. There. And here's the thing. Even if you try it again, it'll keep giving you the same name.
Interesting. Yeah.
Is that Gruce? Gruce Americana Passionate.
That is terrible. Wow. How do they even come up with this
I
shit?
don't know, but
it's not even like they're rejumbling the letters, because I don't got no G's in there.
But if I would have just done the original Nadia Moham. It's even worse.
I'm Iron-Toed Musty.
Iron-Toed Musty.
What?
Nadia Moham, from this day forward, you will also be known as Iron-Toed Musty.
That's not cute.
Sorry.
What if you just do Nadia? Somebody give me some. There's gotta be something good.
Bandit Sardonic.
I'd rather do that.
You see what I'm saying? Who knows what? All of this is
at least it's
arbitrary.
only 2 words.
Oh, but anyway, yeah. Watch that. It was just-
And let us know what your Wu-Tang name is. Tough Aggressive.
My name came up as Tough Aggressive.
Wow, Childish Gambino is way cooler.
But to be fair, I'm gonna let you know that page didn't look like the one I've seen in the past.
That was a terrible one.
So it might not be the original
original
one. This one looks like a shitty website, which makes me think that it might be that.
It was the bootleg generator.
Here we go. Here's the. This one's.
Are we really going to keep doing
No,
this?
hold on. This one's better. This one says, Nadia Mohem, from this day forward, you will also be known as X-Pert Bastard. Hells yeah. And to the X-Pert Bastard.
Oh my God.
That is fucking perfect.
I'm an expert at being a bastard.
Oh my goodness. See, aren't you glad? Now you got a really good Wu-Tang name. I'm the X-Pert Bastard. Mine is the Smilin Wizard. Ooh, that shit is ice cold.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Actually, that fits you really well.
Boom. Thanks.
Especially with this long hair you're growing with all your wisdom.
Before we move,
Before we what?
Before we fall into
Before we move.
Bloop, 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 bloop. I also want to give a quick shout out to longtime listener Taylor Kavanagh for putting us on this documentary called Just Eat It on Hulu.
Oh, uh-huh.
And I don't really want to go on too long on it because it was like depressing. But the point of the documentary is that it's about food waste. And
I need to watch it. I didn't really watch it.
The couple that is in the documentary, that's making the documentary, basically goes, they stumble onto all of these facts about food waste and how much food is actually wasted in the United States.
Ugh.
Or I think they
know.
just focused on the United States. It wasn't even a global thing. And it just turns out the numbers are skyrocket.
It's so sad.
And they decide that they're going to try to live for 6 months only on discarded food.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
And
part.
they do have like some stipulations, like they're like, we can eat at friends' houses because that's like helping them not waste their food because they're gonna make it anyway. You know, kind of. It was like, you know, they're getting little workarounds.
Okay,
but they really did spend the majority of those 6 months eating only food out of like
the trash
dumpsters
bin.
Or from. They would go into stores and be like, "Do you guys have stuff you've just pulled from the shelves? Like you're going to throw it away?" And they would go to the register and actually buy it. But they would just essentially this counts because the store is throwing this away,
right?
And they would find just these incredible like amounts of good food that is just like. Sorry. And then it goes into dates, sell by dates, expire date, use by date, best by date. You know, all these dates that are
what they really mean.
Yeah, and they do say that the only date that is FDA approved or sanctioned or however you want to call it is the date on baby formula.
Oh.
All the other dates are
bullshit dates.
Yeah, it's not that they're bullshit dates, it's that there's
nobody
checking that date. You know what I mean? What does best by date mean? Like, what is this and that? And they're like,
they probably just estimate.
Who the hell throws their almond milk 10 days after opening it? Like, nobody throws it away. I know that. That shit lasts forever.
Yeah, well, we don't go through it like that. Some people do. Some people go through it. They're the cereal, the milk, the coffee.
I mean, but I think that is on even like the gallon sizes of like, oh no, that's lactate, huh? Never mind. I was about to just be completely wrong, but that is actually a good documentary.
Yeah, I need to catch that, but
it's really informative. But
I can see how that would be very depressing because I really hate wasting food. I was really raised and taught to like. My dad made us eat every damn grain of rice on our plates. Like it was just, he was a real stickler for that. And my dad doesn't like to waste, like to the point where like he'll eat moldy cheese, like, and we make jokes about it all the time. Like, if something's going rotten, give it to Papa, he'll eat it. So,
you know what? When I was a kid, shit. When I was a kid, my parents used to make me taste the milk to see if it was bad.
Dang.
Like that was my job.
That's so fucked up.
And when I was a kid, I was like, hell yeah, I got a special ass skill. I'm the only one in this house that knows when milk is gone bad. What a fucking idiot.
That's what you really thought.
Oh my God.
That's adorable.
It took me forever to be like, yo, why don't you taste the damn milk?
Do you remember it tasting nasty a few times?
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, but
sour.
I've never had a carton of milk like you see in the movies that comes out all chunky and shit like that. Like I've never run into that milk.
Make me throw up right now.
Even when I worked at Trader Joe's, when I used to work at Trader Joe's, nothing ever went that bad. But now I think back to those days, and even at a store that's not humongous, at least at the time, the Trader Joe's I worked at wasn't huge. We still threw away a ton of shit.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
That's terrible.
And that was back in the day when they had this, they still sold milk with the cream on top. I don't know if you've ever seen that. So it's
I haven't.
So imagine a gallon of milk. And at the top, right by the, the
lid?
cap and the lid, there's like a thick yellow layer.
Ugh.
And you're like, what the fuck is that? It looks like it's spoiled, but that is
the cheese,
like whole milk, and that is the cream that's like risen to the top. And we used to throw that stuff away, right? When, the back stock or whatever. So we would go in the back and open it and like dump all the milk. So you would have to squeeze the gallon to get that like cream out, like blah. And one day a customer told me, like, that shit is delicious.
Oh.
And I was like, really? They're like, yeah, it's like really good. You might want to put like some sugar on it or like whatever.
Whip it
like
up.
With something but it's good.
I mean, it's still it's probably heavy cream. That's probably what it is.
All it is. It's just the heaviest cream. And it was.
Yeah.
It was exactly that. I had it with some strawberries.
Was it good?
It was good. Like it just had like a really delicious, like, this is thick dairy, like goodness.
Cream.
You know what I mean? Cream. Like, yeah. But
I can't do that anymore.
But yeah, thinking of all that stuff that we do, it was like, hey, I was just doing my job, but it's just like, it makes you think, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's really devastating. I mean, they do have I don't know, like organizations, I will say, that come and take the food and take them to places where people are struggling to eat. Yeah,
they'll take them to shelters and stuff. Like, I think I want to say that at the time there was a Panera next door, and they used to do that with all their unsold bread. It would go to like a shelter.
But it's like it's not happening enough, or like what's the why don't we have a better system going on here?
The main problem is that we produce more food
than we need
than there needs to be,
because we're bastards,
right? And it's also not distributed the way that it should be or whatever. But essentially it's like, when farming exploded, that the government was making people grow particular crops and this and that, like corn, like about all that. Like the government went to like farms and were like, I don't care what you grow, you're growing corn now. And there was so much corn that they didn't know what to do with it, and now you're getting high fructose corn syrup and stuff like that. It's just, that's a big problem, with the amount of food that we grow.
Got it.
Like they talk to farmers market, people that sell specifically to farmers market, and they're like, yeah, we still throw a ton of shit away. And a lot of them, like, there's a lot of people doing the right thing and repurposing the stuff, like for hog feed or animal feed or this and that,
putting it back into the earth somehow. But
one of the farmers was saying that the labor and processing cost to pick up all that shit that's not, because they go into like kind of not perfect carrots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like the store won't buy this carrot.
Yeah.
Because it's not straight.
Yeah.
But it's a perfectly good carrot. But it has to be left here on the ground. And he goes, the labor and the money it takes to pick up all of this shit that the store doesn't want.
Yeah.
Even to just repurpose it to something, it's not worth. You know what I mean? It costs too much money. It's crazy. But yeah, again, that's called Just Eat It.
Yeah.
On Hulu.
I need to check that out further.
Yeah.
It's gonna make me angry.
I know. I've been watching a lot of documentaries lately.
I love documentaries.
Yeah. I watched one on Netflix. Okay, this is the last one I'll recommend. There is a series on Netflix called Untold. And they're sports like centered documentaries, but they're really, really interesting. And the one that I recommend is one called Crime and Penalties, which is about a mob guy who buys a hockey team and lets his 17-year-old son run it.
Oh, you were kind of mentioning something along. I remember that.
Yeah, that I feel like that story is so good that that's all I could tell you. You know, you got mafia, you got hockey, you got crazy fans. You know, you got the FBI.
I'm down. Yeah. I want to watch that.
I'm so down. Okay. Again, it's called Untold Crime and Penalties.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Thank you for all of the amazing documentary suggestions.
And definitely keep sending us recommendations and stuff. We still have stuff that we have to get to, like Clickbait, and you still haven't watched Pen 15.
Right. You watched Pen 15?
No.
Then why did you say you?
Because it was more of a, hey, Nadia, you should watch this.
Are you lying?
No, I remember Dustin hit you up. Dustin hit you all the way from Japan.
Guys, do we believe
specifically?
Him? Ladies, do you feel me? I'm a survivor.
Oh, you know what? Do you want to talk about
stung by hornets?
Do you want to talk about where we ate this week?
Yeah. Well, just sticking, I guess, real quick before we get into what we ate, I was just remembering because I was thinking about. Never mind. Just forget everything I just said. I'm not even going to make Mark take that out.
No, we're leaving that in.
I just rewinded it myself.
Yeah. Okay. Go.
But what we did just finish watching was Making the Cut, and like we mentioned before, Omar and I will watch any competition show. Almost any.
Yeah.
There's been a few that are better than others. But for the most part, we love competition shows. Most of them are really good. And we just finished watching Making the Cut. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, and you kind of explained to me why, I accidentally started watching season 2 first. And there's only 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And basically what it is it's very similar to Project Runway, if you guys are familiar with Project Runway. But Tim Gunn, the mentor on that show, left Project Runway, and I don't know if he took Heidi with him or they did it together or whatever, but they came and created their own show called Making the Cut, which is essentially very similar. There's a few different tweaks, but like the main prize is they get $1 million and they become global, they're searching for the next global, what did they say? Fashion designer?
Yeah. This was crazy because, okay, I have never seen Project Runway.
Oh, it's really good. I love Project Runway.
And
you really haven't?
No, I don't even know what it is.
I did watch
I'm aware of the fact that it's like designers, so I figured it's people, making clothes. Very much so like what this show was.
Yeah.
But you were already watching this. You were on like episode 3 or something like that.
Yeah, when you hopped in.
And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, this is cool. Like, let me just see. And I thought I was watching Project Runway.
Right.
I was like, oh, so that's what this is. Okay, that's cool. Like, it's impressive.
Yeah.
And I'm all about being impressed, like, by people making stuff or just anything, Hell, we just watched a bunch of welders make like metal art.
Yeah, that was. Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we did.
That was a good one.
I think we did, but yeah. So I was totally down, but I didn't know who Tim Gunn was. Like, I don't know why he's Tim Gunn.
Oh yeah, Tim Gunn.
So we had to look that up.
Tim Gunn is fabulous.
I just know, I was like, oh, this guy's like involved in fashion, obviously, because he's on this show, but I didn't know, why. Like, I was like, is he a designer? Does he run a magazine?
He used to be basically kind of like the creative director for Liz Claiborne for like a really long amount of time. I don't know how many years. But he's been in the fashion industry since like the 80s. Yeah, and he worked for Parsons, which is a fashion school. And he was, I don't know, like Project Runway is one of the longest running competition shows. I think they're done. I'm assuming since they both left.
If they're doing this show,
they must be done.
It's over.
Unless they revamped it with new people, which is also a possibility. But it's just a really good show. It's just a fashion designer competition show. And he was like the mentor on that show the whole time. And there's a crap ton of seasons. So that's his involvement. And so anyways, this show is really good. Felt more current. And it's just really cool to see people like really go after their dreams. And like what I was telling you earlier, it's just these types of competition shows. And I think why we like watching competition shows, part of it is the fact that anybody can enter these shows. Any person off the street that has talent that can make the cut into these shows. And then they just put everything out there on the line and they're just fighting to make their dreams a reality. And it's really cool to see, and you also usually see the contestants' evolution as well in whatever realm that they're working in, whether it's fashion, food, whatever. You kind of see them progress too and either build up the confidence or whatever it is. It's just a really cool thing to witness.
Yeah, and I mean, they gave the winner $1 million. Then they gave her some kind of deal
Amazon Fashion.
Amazon Fashion.
Yeah, that's what it is now. Jesus.
And Amazon. Then they got a 3-year lease on a storefront.
Oh, right.
Right in the row in downtown LA.
Yeah.
So for 3 years, you don't have to pay rent on this store that you can now have. Like,
that's huge.
Just the overhead that you don't have to worry about that's an insane prize.
Yeah, it changes your life completely.
Yeah.
And so I kind of called the winner pretty early on. I just had a good feeling, and I was telling Omar, I was like, there's got to be some sort of place where I can place bets on competition shows and be like, who's second runner up or whatever. Like, that shit would be so fun.
You know what? because I'm not a big gambler, like, I don't place bets.
That would be the only thing that you'd be willing to gamble?
No. I mean, maybe I'd be down.
I feel like
if you have a good feeling, I'd be like, okay, we're putting it all on Designer 5 or whatever. But I'm sure there's a website, because there's websites that you can place bets on who's going to be the next James Bond and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Or at least they give you stats or odds.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm sure there's something in Vegas, some place in Vegas that'll take the action no matter what.
Yeah, for sure. I got to find it, because I knew that contestant was, I knew that one immediately was really high up there, and then closer, I was like, oh, they're winning. So I was like, yeah. And they won. I was like, I was right again. It like excites me to guess. But yeah, that's a really cool show. If you guys want to check that out, we literally just finished right before we recorded, and it was really cool. Yep.
All right. So
what do we eat?
We ate at a place called Sushi Kura, and it's a revolving sushi restaurant. Now, this place is a chain. They're all over the place. But the couple times that we've been by it, the wait time's always like 2 hours. 2 hours. It's like crazy. Now, the place isn't big.
What?
Yeah. The place is not big. It only has, I think it has 2 rows or 1 row of
2
bar
aisles.
No, it has 1 row of bar seating, like sushi bar seats and then
Two
three
aisles.
rows of tables.
3?
Yeah, because there was them, then us, then there was a table on the other side.
Oh, because they're
right,
on the
because
other
it's
side.
a conveyor belt that goes in a U shape.
Yeah.
So it's
But I was just wondering if there was another row next to that, but there wasn't.
But each row of tables was only 3 or 4 tables. So it's a very small place, and to the point where I downloaded an app so that I could put our place in line from the house.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, you have a 75-minute wait time.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
But that's like totally cool because then, we could sit here, wrap up whatever we're finished watching, smoke a little, get in the car, take a drive.
Yeah, and we got there right on time.
Yeah.
The second that we got there, the text came through on my phone that's like, come to the door.
Yeah,
we're about to call you. Like, this is the way to do it.
Yeah.
But it's a revolving sushi restaurant. There isn't anything, I would say, spectacular in regards to like that you're gonna find there, other than like another higher end, if you will. No disrespect, sushi spot. But did you enjoy it?
I had a blast.
Yeah, it was.
It was really good. It was really fun. Also, you and I have not gone out to eat in a really long time, like to an actual sit down place.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun for us to get out and do that. And then the way that they have the 2 rows on the bottom, the conveyor belt is just spinning around stuff that they've made and anybody can grab it. And then they have a touch screen where you can order specifically certain rolls or whatever you want, appetizers, and then they slide it across really fast on the top.
Yeah, it shows up on a conveyor on the conveyor belt straight to your table.
Yeah, straight to your table.
That's dope.
Yeah, so it was like a little fun experience.
Yeah, and I think the downside was that when they sat us and she's like, have you been here before? Blah, blah, blah. And then she goes, okay, just so you know, everything's $3. And we were like, oh my God.
We're not breathing.
We're going to order everything. And we just went. Nothing was wasted. But we ate so much.
We ate so much. It was so delicious. Why did we have 3 desserts? Like, why? We grabbed 3 different desserts because, like, they're small, but still, we did not need 3 desserts.
But still,
we got the cheesecake, amazing. We got the mochi, amazing. And then what was the other one? Oh, the fish with the bean paste and the vanilla ice cream, amazing. Honestly, I'm trying to remember if the revolving sushi in Newport Beach, one by my old house when I used to live in Newport, if it's the same thing, because it started with a K, and I don't know if it's Kura or if it was Kula or I don't remember, but it was very similar, but I don't remember it being as good as this one. Like, I don't remember them having the 2-part system where you could order with the touch screen. I don't remember.
It was just revolving.
Yeah, I remember it kind of just being revolving. I could totally be wrong because it's been many years, but I just remember it being like that and more smaller, basic, just not bigger cuts of fish. And like, I will say this spot, I don't know, it tasted pretty fresh to me. And like, they gave us really decent portions, it wasn't like fast food sushi, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it was really fresh. And I mean, the plates that are spinning around give you, like, let's say 2 pieces. If you're looking at, just some fish on rice.
Yeah.
There you're getting your 2 pieces, or, like what I would consider like half a 4-piece roll.
It was
what I mean? Like a fancy
4,
roll.
Yeah.
It was like, I think 4 pieces mostly, or 5 maybe. But
Some
the point is it was totally worth it. The ice cream, the fish cake thing you were talking about is called taiyaki.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And it's like a little cake shaped like a fish, and it comes with red bean paste inside of it, and they served it with ice cream. It was so good.
I never really had red bean paste. Like, I always kind of avoided it because I was like, I don't think I like that, but I never tried it.
Right, exactly.
I was like, I'm not going to like that.
I'm not going to like that.
No. So, but for $3, I was like, I'll try that. Give me that bean paste. Now is the time I try it.
And what'd you think?
And I liked it. I can't have a lot of it. It's very sweet. It reminded me of halva, which is a Persian dessert. It has damn near the same consistency and very sweet. Like halva is, some people make it sweeter than others, but the consistency and the sweetness was there. The flavor profile was a little different. Like I could tell this was more like a bean, but very similar. So I kind of like equated it to that.
Right.
And it was good, but I just can't have a lot of it. It becomes like,
you know what's weird is
just a little bit goes.
The only other time I've ever had it was maybe at a frozen yogurt spot or a shaved ice spot or something like that. And I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's not something I would gravitate.
I don't know if it was because it was cold or what, but I was just like, nah, this isn't for me.
You liked it again this time? This
time it was warm because the fish cake was like they just made it.
Totally.
And somehow it being warm, I was like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
Like I like it warm, but somehow cold, it was just like, nah.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. But yeah, so that was a good spot. Again, you guys, we don't recommend that you should just show up to this place. You should definitely, I guess, downloading the app is the only option.
It's in the App Store.
Wow.
It's in the App Store.
I hope it's their app that they're making money off of and not some third-party service.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just look up.
They're doing it right.
Kura Revolving Sushi. And you can join the wait list on your phone.
Yeah. It was really good. We had a good time.
And I like it because I haven't been to a revolving sushi spot here in the States at all. The only one I've ever been to was in Japan.
Oh, cool.
And that's the only sushi I ever ate while I was in Japan.
Yeah.
We were in a part of Japan called Nagoya, which is a big city, but it's like a port city. It's not, it's not a Tokyo or an Osaka or anything, but we went to one and I still remember the name of it. I actually just sent I found it online and I sent it to Dustin. Because it turns out that Dustin's
Japanese correspondent.
Japanese correspondent is the love of his life is from Nagoya. So it's really funny. I was like, hey, I've actually been to your town, blah blah blah. And it was called Nigiri no Tokube. And it was like that revolving sushi, but instead of a conveyor belt, when you wanted something, you would just basically order it from the sushi chef that was like right there.
Right. And
it was really good. But at the end of it, we had to keep all our plates on the table.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So we stack them.
We stacked
And
them.
were they color coordinated?
Yeah. And everyone was a different color. And,
that's how this one was that I went to.
And then at the end of the meal, they came over and basically scanned the top plate.
Okay.
It looked like he just put a remote or something over the top plate.
Really?
And while it was stacked.
Yeah.
And it's like it counted them all.
Wow.
And it just a receipt came out. It was like, go up there and pay for it.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It was cool.
Japan's so much cooler than us.
At Kura, there's a little slot at your table where you can just dump your plates.
Yeah.
And that's how it basically gets counted. And if you eat 15 plates, which I'll be happy to say that we didn't.
We didn't.
But if you do manage to crush 15 plates.
Yeah. If you have more people.
And if it's 4 or 5, whatever, I'd say it was easier. But you get a little toy. A little toy comes out of a machine, and you just that's your prize for eating 15.
That's terrible. Why are we rewarding this? Why? See?
Because it's not necessarily for a 1 person or a 2 person meal. Like you said, there's 4, there's families. It's easy if
Yeah,
it's a family of 4.
It's just the way that we handle food and consumption. Period. We are just all consumed. We are consumers and consuming things. We are consumers that consume. But yeah, that was fun. We got to go there again.
I know. So we recommend that spot. It's good. Like I say, definitely get the app because you're gonna need it.
And the one that we went to was in Gardena.
That was in
Torrance.
Technically,
Torrance. Yeah, that was the one we went to. So we recommend it.
I know.
What else you got on the plate for today?
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of just BS stories that I've come across, but I did want to mention this before we go. I don't know if you heard, but the Los Angeles County District Attorney is going to dismiss something like 60,000 past marijuana offenses.
Yep, I sure did
And
hear about that.
Huge.
It's a big win.
Huge news.
Yeah.
And I was reading it. It says the DA announced on Friday that just like, I don't know, 58,000, close to 60,000 people will have their charges expunged. Convictions that happened before California legalized recreational marijuana under Proposition 64.
Yeah.
So
can we get a round of applause for that, please?
There we go.
Hey! Advancements. Cheers for the advancements. Let's keep it moving. We like the energy, guys. We like it.
Yeah, definitely. It basically, here's a quote. It says, dismissing these convictions means the possibility of a better future to thousands for disenfranchised people who are receiving this long-needed relief.
Mm-hmm.
It clears a path for them to find jobs, housing, and other services that previously were denied to them because of unjust cannabis laws.
Yeah.
So that is like, just like you said, like it's a huge win for Los Angeles, for, California.
Now you're saying they're expunging.
Yeah,
how you say it?
Expunged.
Expunged,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that means they're wiping it completely away.
Completely.
So there's no record.
Nah, it's gone.
They're not just getting released.
There's your quote unquote your record, as far as like you.
It's not going to be on the record to where it controls where they can work, and
you don't have to say
right.
You've been convicted of anything.
Perfect.
If that's the one that
perfect.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because, like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because it's one thing to just have them released.
Yeah.
But to sponge them all.
But
it's... A sponge.
Expunged.
Yeah. It's one of those words I just can't say.
Just to think that there's close to 60,000 people that have not been able to, like he says, have not been able to get a job because of this. Is sad. That shit sucks. And it's not like it's news to me.
No.
You know what I mean? We've been, people have been talking about this for a while. This is why shit is finally getting done. You know what I mean?
That's a big deal.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, for once, I guess, shout out to the District Attorney, George Gascon. Shout out to, the Social Impact Center, which is the nonprofit that, helped them out.
Not sponsored. They do not endorse our show.
It says now over 120,000 marijuana cases have been dropped in LA County.
That's LA County, man.
Alone.
That's crazy. 120,000. What a number.
Yeah. So that's, we can end on a high note there.
Yes.
Good
I like
news.
It.
And hopefully other states follow suit. You know what I mean? And people can get...
Not Texas. Texas can...
Yeah. I don't even
Y'all
know.
Y'all are wilding in Texas. I don't know what's happening over there, but you guys need to get it together.
Which is what everybody says about our show.
Yeah. The Wild Wild West.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, it's about to be Omar's birthday. We're going to end on that note. Let's see. When you listen to this show, oh yes, Omar's birthday is on October 2nd. So we will be celebrating him. Be sure to send him all your love.
Yay.
And we'll let you guys know next week what we ended up doing. Because ain't nothing great to do around these parts anymore. Sucks.
Oh.
It sucks.
All right. Thank you so much.
End it on a sad note somehow.
We were trying to end it high, but you just had to drive it into the fucking ground. I was like, hey, people are getting their life back.
120,000.
Omar's gonna have a birthday. And then right at the end.
Well, Debbie Downer.
Oh, my Debbie Downer for sure. Well, at least we tried.
I'm like, coronavirus. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much again for tuning into us every week. And we just want to thank you guys, and thank you guys for sending us suggestions. When you do, keep them coming. We love it. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow us on Instagram at We Everywhere Baby Podcast. You can follow me at Nadia Moham Official. And of course, Omar.
You can follow me at OMRVLZ. But of course, don't forget that our new names are now X-Pert Bastard and Smilin Wizard. Yes, son. Get at me.
I'm an X-Pert Bastard. Reporting to you live, I'm your X-Pert Bastard on the scene.
and as we say in the Wu-Tang Clan, peace, God. We everywhere, baby.